While preparing this speech, I was thinking about how to introduce myself in a way I would like you to remember me. So I thought about it for a while, and only one word came to my mind: a dreamer. Some years ago, I thought that being a dreamer isn't right, because dreams are impossible. But then something has changed in my life. I was in Poland, and one day, as a group activity, we with our friends decided to go to riding bicycles. And it was a very cool experience because we were in the forest. It was curious nature, friends were laughing, and it was really good time. When I come back home, I suddenly realized that this was exactly what I had once written on my dream list. I remember that in 2020 it was trendy to do some dream lists, where you write down your dreams or you put some pictures of your dreams. And I did it, and then safely forgot about it. So at that time, looking at that picture, I asked myself, why did I stop dreaming? Recently, I have noticed that many people around me, they just complain. When they have a problem, they complain, do not take any action, and lose their hope. And honestly, I do it too sometimes, because when I feel myself angry, disappointed, or sad, I think that it is not for me. It is hard for me, or it's just pointless. But now I figure out that every problem is not a verdict. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to go higher or to become more smarter, because every problem is not just without reason in your life. And there was a period in my life literally filled with rejections and failures. I remember that every failure and rejection made me feel very sad or disappointed. But now, when I analyze everything, I figure out that my failure was a step toward who I am today. And actually, this phrase is projected in our everyday life. For example, burning your dinner while learning how to cook it. Of course, you will be very sad and very disappointed when you burn it. And it is very possible that your mom will punish you for ruining the kitchen. But now you know the right temperature and heating, right? And next time you will cook it perfectly. Going back to that question about motivation. Why do people stop dreaming? Maybe it's because of their mindset. I did some research about this topic and I have something to share with you. Carl Dweck, a well-known American psychologist, in 1988 did some research. The idea that our beliefs about our abilities can shape our outcomes and results. So people can have two types of mindsets, a fixed one and a growth one. People with fixed mindset think that their abilities and talents are unchangeable during the life. They are static. And when they have difficult tasks in their life, they think that they are not good enough, and it is the end of their journey. So challenges for them are something impossible to solve. People with growth mindset think that their talents and abilities can be developed through learning, education, effort, and dedication. So now challenges are the chance. They are not a problem, they are the chance to try. And now they concentrate on solving the problem, or you can just bypass it, right? Not to stand and look at the problem. So now, you might appear a question, how can I develop a growth mindset? Of course, there are many methods, because everyone is individual and everyone is special. But there are some points that help me. First of all, I try to learn from criticism. I know that criticism is not the thing you always want to listen because you may be very angry when you listen to criticism. But think about it not as a personal attack, but as a constructive feedback, because it helps us to see the part of reality that we usually miss. The second point about imagination of life. Imagine the life as a game. You solve a problem, which means you unlock the level. Then you unlock the next one, which means you solve or bypass the other problem, until you find a treasure chest, which means you reach your goal or reach your dream, right? And the third point about your journey. When you receive what you want, when you receive a praise, don't forget also about your journey, because the real joy comes from effort, comes from everyday's chest, comes from everyday's journey. And there is one more phrase that always helped me, because when I feel not sure about my abilities, this phrase always helped me. It's like, the problem wouldn't be in my life if I wasn't capable of solving it. So it makes sense. The problem wouldn't be in your life if you weren't capable of solving it. So, do you remember my dream list? Yes, you do. And I lost many hours to find it. And I found it. And now, when I can hold it in my hands, I understand that dreams are not always impossible, because at least I can hold them in my hands, because at least they are tangible and attainable. And if the problem would defend me, I wouldn't understand all this. So don't let the problem or the failure control your life or decide something in your life. Let you be the only person who makes decisions in your life or changes it. And please, while this process, don't forget about yourself, because you need to understand that the real growth starts when you learn how to discover yourself, how to keep going after hard times, and how to manage your power and energy.